Hey y'all, it's Jonathan, and I wanted to show you guys something. Currently, again, I'm sitting in my truck, in my driver's seat, control of the truck, and I'd like to show you a little bit of what's within reach of a driver while they're driving, and what we have to pay attention to in front of us, besides what's through the windshield. So, this is the ultimate in multitasking. You're obviously your dashboard, controls on the steering wheel. This control right here, this button, it allows me to thank the drivers whenever they allow me to pass them, and they high beam tell me on the radio that I'm clear to come back. That I use on drivers that cut me off in the wrong way. Engine brake is the retarding for the motor, kind of the Jake brake for those that don't know. It aids in slowing down the truck in dry weather. Wet weather, we don't use it. The stereo controls here. This side is my headlight interrupt. I flash. This is what I use to turn my headlights on and off to let drivers know they're clear to come over. And then my cruise control controls. Turn it on and off, and then set and control and resume and whatnot. On the dash display itself, you have down the lower corner down there, you have these are my three lights. My headlights, turn them on and off for my daytime running lights, which I run almost when I'm driving. My headlights are always on anyways, which is all the way up. When I'm not, then they're set in the parking mode right now, where it's just my parking lights. This is my work light. There's a set of lights on the back of my cab. When that light is green, those lights are on. I turn it off. This is connected to a sensor on my dash. It turns my dash lights on and off whenever it gets dark, but when I run headlights, obviously it's automatic. As you can count, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gauges plus the general display. General display tells me everything I need to know as far as if my cruise control is on, if it's set, if my air conditioner is off, turn it back on. You know, it's a general readout. Now I want to show you something. I'm going to turn the truck on. Right now the truck is running and it idles at about 600 RPM. Not 6,000, 600. Okay? Turn the truck off for a minute. Now, look at all them lights. All those lights we have to watch for whenever we start this truck. We run this truck. That's my oil pressure notification, just saying that my oil pressure wasn't built up because the motor wasn't running. Over here, to my right, I have a control lever for my trailer brake when I'm when I'm sliding my tandems on it. Here's my gauges, or my switches, excuse me. And as you can see, there's everything from suspension to traction to Jake brake control to fifth wheel.
Incoming transmission.
Well, now there's a message coming in. Probably another. All my text messages are actually, they come with when I get Qualcomm message, so it'll tell me if there's another message come in here in a minute, more than likely. Telling me about a load assignment. My Sirius satellite radio. Better to have satellite radio than stereo. Otherwise you have to do a lot of searching. I'd much rather just search using this than down there. I usually stay on one station for about 99% of my time. My Qualcomm, it's my communication link between me and the terminal. Right now it's on the general display for the startup.
Home. Messaging.
As you can hear, it talks to me. Turn the volume up a little bit on it, not too much. And you see I've got little orange and blue icons up there. The blue is the mail, the orange is the alert. Basically the alert's just telling me that performance monitor noticed that I've been idling for too long, which it's going to do that when I idle the truck to keep it cool. I get my mail in here. Right now it says there's a message, which only thing I did, I left one message like that so you can see it. Just basically them telling me that they removed the previous load off of me because it was something that was sending me out of where I wanted to go, where I needed to go. But inspection reports, everything I send out gets recorded. Everything I get back gets recorded, and we have macros to what they call macros to designate for accept a load, get directions. When we bump a dock, a shipper, a receiver, even a freeform, we can type a message to them. Do that by raising it up. There's the keyboard. I keep it down, keeps the keyboard safe, plus it doesn't vibrate as much.
Home. Messaging.
The Qualcomm also gives me everything I need to know on my logs.
You have 3 hours and 37 minutes of remaining drive time.
Which means legally I can move this truck for 3 more hours. But I'm not going to. I'm going to sit right here where I'm at. It gives me a chance to look at the available time in a bar summary, in a graph for the week. And if I want to go back a day and look at what yesterday's progress, it keeps my logs for me. It's an e-log, and at the end of the day I have to approve them, which I've already done that today. So I have to approve them for the next day. It's basically like I would sign them.
Messaging.
It also gives me navigation turn by turn. So if the driver says, well, he needs to listen to his Qualcomm or his navigation, this is our GPS. Below that, below mine, is my controls for my trailer and my tractor for the air supplies. Here, the air release. I just release the air for the trailer to open the brakes on the trailer. You guys didn't hear it because my windows are up and the truck's running, but I could hear the trailers. When I pulled that knob back out, I heard the trailer set. So, and then of course, our gearing.
Enter trip idle in 60 seconds.
That's just telling.
Messaging.
That's just telling me that I have an idle coming up, idle warning. Down here, there's my gearing for I have an Eaton Fuller transmission. If you notice, there's numbers in black and numbers in white. The black are the low gears, the white are the upper gears. Those are selected by this little switch right here. Up for high, down for low. You can hear it thunk in the bottom there, I'm sure. So we have to pay attention to quite a lot. Plus what's on the horizon and in front of us. Plus all you cars, you get in our way and you cut us off. You don't give us 5 to 7 seconds following distance before you decide to cut in. I've had cars come a couple inches from my bumper and then take off and then slam their brakes on because they're about to hit the car in front of them.
Enter trip idle violation.
You learn real quick in this thing what to expect from drivers, where you don't learn that as in a car. In a car, you see somebody cut you off and you don't know how to compensate for it, or you know how to compensate for it and you just automatically do it. In here, we learn how to compensate for it before it even happens. So you'll hear me bitch a lot about drivers tailgating and drivers driving erratically around us, but this is just the controls for a truck. Hopefully I'll be able to show you some of the work we have to do on the outside tomorrow. But till then, you guys be safe. Give those truckers some room.